Conversations with Motivated People for the purpose of motivating people. I'm here with Julie, and you're a coach.
I am.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing that for?
Only a year and a half.
Oh, okay.
It's new.
Oh, okay. So you're brand new at it though, but you've been like very successful at it though.
Yeah, well, I should say I've only had my own business for a year and a half, but I've been coaching and leading people for almost 2 decades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful. And I mean, it sounds like something that you're really passionate about.
I am.
So I gotta ask you, what is it about that, coaching that makes you passionate?
I have had some really great leaders in my career that have seen potential in me that I didn't see and have opened doors for me.
Okay.
And I want to help other people do that same thing.
And see that same potential.
Yes, for others. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And like, how do you see that though? How do you spot it?
Well, I like to start by helping leaders or people who aspire to be leaders to get really clear on who they are first. So for me, the most self-aware leaders are the best leaders. And so I think when you can be really clear on who you are as a person and as a leader, it's easy for you to recognize strengths in other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, it starts with you, and then it's having those same conversations then with other people to say, what do you love? Like you asked me what I do for free, and I said yes, and sometimes I do.
Yeah.
But
which I wouldn't suggest someone
right.
do anything.
Like I said, it's not a long-term strategy, but
yeah.
No, but asking people those questions, like what comes easy to you, because often you think it just comes easy to everybody, but it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it starts, really.
But even the things that don't come easy to people, I mean, people can practice, right?
Oh,
and
sure.
then work on those things that are like extremely difficult to the point where it does become easy.
Yes.
And I believe, like, personally, everybody has like a different time frame for that.
Yeah.
So do you run into individuals that you feel like, all right, this person needs to work on this a little bit more? And like, I guess what I'm asking is, like, when you coach people, are you coaching more on an individual point of view, or are you coaching more on a group point of view to make everybody be able to come together, kind of like a Lego set?
Yeah, both. So I will do one-on-one coaching to help individuals get better at their specific goals, right? Help them reach their goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll also do group coaching where we talk about how can we make this a better culture. I use something called DISC. Have you heard of that?
No, what's DISC?
So DISC is a personality assessment.
Oh, okay.
And it has 4 quadrants where people tend to lean. And it's all about how do I work with people who are the same as me or different than me. So it's a little bit of individual coaching and then group coaching too.
Oh, okay.
And to your point, yeah, I love the whole practice thing. When you first asked me if we could do this, I was a little hesitant because I'm naturally an introvert.
Really?
But what I've learned is that if I practice and if I prepare, I can handle any boardroom, any meeting, any conference. So I believe in that.
Yeah, and what we're talking about is something that you have years and years of practice at. So, I mean, you sound like you really know your stuff. And I feel like, that's why it's like this information that you're giving is very valuable.
Yeah, thank you.
And in regards to being introverted, I mean, I guess in a sense I am as well.
Yeah.
Which is the reasons why I do the podcast. But that's just one of the reasons. Like I said, like I want the things that have motivated me, the things that have helped me out to hopefully help anybody that watches it. And you sound like somebody yourself that naturally just helps people. So I think that that's a good thing in itself.
Yeah.
So, like, what are some of the difficult things that you've that may have frustrated you, but you still wanted to push through it though?
In my business?
In your business, in coaching, in everything that you do.
I think one of the hard lessons that I've had to learn over the past year and a half is that I'm not for everybody.
Okay.
When you're just starting a business, you want to say yes to everything. And eventually you realize where, like we were saying, like who is my best client, and how can I be most effective with them? Because by working with someone where it's not a fit, it's not good for them or for me.
So how do you know who to say no to?
I ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
I get really curious. What is the goal? Like, especially with leadership training, right? Which is what I do a lot of. Are we doing this? Not that anybody does this, but are we doing this to check a box, or are we doing this because we believe that people stay with good leaders?
Yeah, and also, like, I can imagine that certain people are doing it to check a box.
Sure.
Sort of like, even in our sales office, it was almost like a mandatory thing that we would have to network with certain people. And certain people would do it to the aspect of, all right, well, I'm just going to network with this office or that manager or that person just to check off the box to say that I did it.
Yeah.
So I can imagine if there are higher ups that are saying, we need someone to coach. And, I feel like the hardest thing, though, I will say, and I don't know if you'll agree with or disagree with this, is dealing with people who don't want to accept the coaching.
Yeah. And that is a tough one. And I hope that I can suss that out, before we invest a lot of time. But it doesn't always happen.
It's fun. Yeah, no, it's funny because it's like, when you are working with someone, initially they may seem receptive.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden they're just not implementing the thing. And I feel like one of the hardest things, whether you're coaching or being coached, is just accepting it, because things and roads that they might take based off the direction that they're going.
Sure.
So they don't know it though, but you're telling them, look, turn left, and they're saying, but instinctively they want to turn right. And I feel like it's that instinctive desire to, I can't see this, so they just want to do it their way.
Yeah.
But I also feel at the same time that it attributes to trial and error with certain things.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And, intentionality is one of my favorite words. And so I try to be really intentional with my clients. And I also love consistency.
Okay.
And, I'll take consistency over intensity any day of the week. Because, if we're working on a new strategy or a new way to lead or coach someone, you can't just do it once and have it not work and say, well, see, I told you that didn't work.
Yeah.
You have to do it over and over and over again. And then if it doesn't work, okay, well, then we've got something to talk about. But one time doesn't make a trend, right?
True. No, you're 100% right. Let me ask you this, though. Whether it's the people who initially helped you out and put you onto this path, or helped put you on this path, or anybody new, do you still seek out coaching yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Either from, just yesterday I was on the phone with someone who I had gone through a training with, and she reached out and said, hey, we should connect. And I said, absolutely, let's make time for that. Someone who who was a formal coach for me, I still, make time for on a regular basis. Because especially starting out your own business, I know there's a lot that I don't know. And so I'm always looking for that coaching and guidance and advice.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely believe in what I do.
That's good. So, like, as far as like moving forward with like your situation, what are your objectives and what are certain things that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah.
Whether it be in your business, whether it be in the coaching business, or
I love working with companies and organizations. I have a passion for getting more women into leadership.
Okay.
I shared with you earlier, I work mostly in the insurance space, and people typically think insurance is male dominated, but it's actually female dominated. 60% of the workforce is female.
Okay.
But less than 10% make it into the C-suite.
Okay.
And so
why do you think that is?
I think it's lack of access to some of the same networking that men have access to. For example, just, the golf course.
They don't go on the golf course?
Women?
Yeah.
Not as much as men.
Well, so I guess
still.
So I guess the coaching at that point is to be where, these people who are already in the C-suite, Should be.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're already on the golf course, then yeah, this is where you might want to go to, right?
Right. Well, and it's getting more women into the C-suite so that, and I don't have anything against golf, don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but it's getting more women into the C-suite so that, maybe now the women in the C-suite are at a coffee meeting instead, right?
Okay.
And so that might be more accessible for a woman who's looking to advance in her career.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, Julie, it has been great talking with you and everything like that. And what is the name of your business if someone needs to contact you?
Yeah, the name of my business is JMW Collective.
JMW Collective?
Yes.
Okay, so for everybody that's watching, that will be JM as in Mary?
Yep.
W Collective. I would say check out the description below for everything. And also check out the book recommendations that's in the description below as well, that deal with coaching and training and things of that nature. And may everyone have a blessed day, and I wish all of you right.
Save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.